Welcome back to Nekojason Japan. My name is Jeremy once again. Today we're going to go over the book Invested by Danielle Town. It's a pretty good read, especially for your beginning investor. I would like to see just about everybody read through or listen through this, as the case may be. This is really, really good at getting over your investing fears and the basics and just starting on an everyday plan that she really plans out for an entire year. So 12 months of basics, going over things, learning about how to invest. What are you going to do with your money? Really basic concepts. A really good start for anybody who's interested in investing in the stock market specifically. There is other investing avenues, but this is really a good one to get invested in the stock market. I think everybody should give this a read through or listen. All right. Catching right up on my goals. I'm still working every day. I found a new audiobook to listen for Japanese practice. I'm really liking that. Just trying to listen to that every day and go through it. Learning very, very slowly. Trying to get the everyday conversation in Japanese down. Goal number 2, obviously listening to 100 or reading 100 books per year. Easily on course with that. Keeping in, like I said, I'm reading now and listening to the one about Japanese. I got a few others in the works, also pretty good. Alright, and my last one, keeping in shape. Not doing bad. I still got a few extra pounds I got to deal with, but I'm getting there. So, Invested by Danielle Town is really 3 key concepts. With this, you really take away the majority of this book. Number 1, she says, be aware of your relationship with money. Everybody has a relationship with money, whether that's a good relationship, a bad relationship, or kind of a neutral relationship with money. Know your relationship and be able to change and work on that relationship for the better, so you don't think of yourself as an evil person trying to accumulate and grow your wealth. And whether that's for your family, which reason why I'm trying to build and grow my wealth, or whether that's for just be able to provide for yourself in your old age. Whatever your reasons be, you need to be able to do that. Understand your relationship with the money. Number 2, really be able to be thankful for the good things in life. Everybody has their own circumstances, whether they be good, bad, or neutral again. Be thankful for the good parts in that you have, right? Always be thankful. Every day, a lot of people built into the routine a habit of being thankful. Very good thing to do. All right, moving on to number 3. This is really where this whole invested books come to head. Be aware, use that awareness to then transition and change your relationship to money to make your own new traditions. These traditions can be, I deposit more, and I say, I'm going to give this amount of money to a certain charity of your choice, or just change your general awareness and your feeling of what money and wealth means to you. Those are the 3 major concepts that are going to be covered in this book. I think everybody should at least read or listen to this book who's a beginning or even advanced investors in the stock market could have their own limiting beliefs that doesn't allow them to make the larger amounts of money over the long term. All right. With that, we're going to go over a little bit. She breaks down a monthly plan throughout her book. So what you're going to do every month for a year. A few interesting and key points in that I really like. Month number 1, it's look at your major investors, whether that be. Most definitely is Warren Buffett. He's definitely like the Oracle of Omaha, as they say. He's a major investor in a lot of things. He's getting a little older now and he doesn't do tech sectors and a few things, but he sticks to what he knows. She uses him as a major kind of role model and to say what is it, what does he do, how does he do it, and then when they go through, they decide. She just wants to go through index funds, which is a great way to start off. I myself do individual stock picks, but I only do in dividend stocks. You will not probably get the gains off the capital appreciation, but the amount of money you're paid every 3 months, nothing like it. And then I have that particular reinvested. We won't get into my own philosophy, but it's really key to have this month plan and stick to it for over 12 months. And from month 1 to month 12, you kind of work through a progression, and it sees you every month you're learning a specific thing about investing, and by the time 12 months you should be no problems in putting the majority of your money, or maybe even all of your money that you have spare, which hopefully you do have some, into the stock market. See how that goes. Alright, let's jump through a few of the months and we'll see exactly. So month number 1, as I said, has a few keys. Look at Warren Buffett, see what he's done, kind of model your approach on what his kind of behavior and how he does things. I can't think of any other moral model to start off with. Number 2, figure out in month 1, what are going to be your rules for investing. Definitely your number 1 rule is don't lose money. Number 2 rule is don't lose money, and number 3 rule is see number 1 and number 2. But that's just a little joke. So figure out what exactly is going to be your general investing practices. So if you want to set up, whether you want to do an index fund, find out what index fund you're going to make sure that is a low cost index fund with minimal, if no, monthly or yearly cost. There is so many issues with mutual funds and mutual fund brokers that I could go on a long rampage there, but we're not going to do it. Definitely make sure it's a low cost index fund, and you want to specifically look at, you get a large kind of overall market. So in general, the markets always go up. That may not always be the case, of course. Plenty of industries and places don't go up. And America's been great for a very long time. We're super going up right now, but you do a whole bunch of different things every month. On month number 6, you come up with your wish list. Do you want to invest in a specific sector because it's down at the moment? Do you want to invest in a certain industry? You look at the index funds and then you go into that, whether you're going to go that way, or if you want to do individual stock picking, you want to look at the sector and then look at the best out of that sector and say, oh, is that the growth potential you're looking for, or does this pay a dividend? That kind of thing. Break it down that way. A few of the last little key concepts she goes over. Find and create an investing practice. So you want to be able to practice your craft, or however your specific type of investing you want to seek into. It all goes over the months. Have an ongoing checklist by the end. Say, okay, I rebalanced my portfolio. I looked into this. I want to make sure I buy every month or every few months or something like that. Make sure you stick with that checklist. Make sure you understand and learn. Go figure. Learn as much as you can about this particular type of investing you want to do, and then look around, see what other types there are. Because you may start off with one way. You say, oh, I'm doing this on this stock. It's okay, but it's not as good as I'd like it to be by the time you're in. And then you go from there. All right. This Invested by Danielle Town has been a great introduction to investing book. I would like everybody to read through it. With that, thank you very much. Sayonara.